J Industries is a multifaceted, multi-operational company. We manufacture automotive and agricultural parts as well as metal fabrication. So again, concentrating on the agricultural industry, the white goods industry, and the automotive industry to make welded, decorated assemblies, complicated assemblies as well. When we first started looking into a new ERP system, we were running kind of an antiquated system that we were having a lot of trust issues with, we were having a lot of data issues with, some inaccuracies in data, be it inventory, production reporting. The system wasn't fitting our operation and what we needed to do and didn't give us, at the time, the data that we needed.
Inventory control was a huge problem for our company. We were a company that maintained quantities of containers, but we didn't have serialized inventory. And we had no way to track where containers were at. So inaccurate numbers were reported to the production supervisor. It would say we would have quantities on hand, but in reality, we didn't have those quantities on hand.
Our information was all over the place. So people stopped using it on a regular basis. Now you can't make decisions based around, where your production is, where your efficiencies are. We just didn't have the stuff that we needed to run our business.
It was a big goal of ours as a company to put an ERP system in place that could help us track our inventory and keep it accurate. And Plex answered that call, not only from production output standpoint, but from a production consumption standpoint, because in order to produce, you have to consume source material, and all the source material was also serialized. So that gave us tremendous control of how we handled the inventory, and to know exactly how much value of inventory is on hand at any given time was way superior to what we were currently dealing with.
Plex being live, being entry by the employee as their manufacturing product just became a better way to get data into the system and report it out as it related. And then as we grew, the ability to report out and understand where your operation was crucial. We had probably about a 15% inventory loss at the end of the year based off of our old system and what we thought we had and what we truly had once we did a physical inventory. When we implemented Plex, I don't think we've had over a 2% variation in what our physical inventory was versus our system, and that was a huge improvement for us. So obviously that was one of the drivers.
Visibility on the plant floor is tremendously important, and if you have an ERP system that doesn't provide you that, then you probably struggle understanding what's going on the floor. So for us, work center status is very, very important. We need to know whether the machine is running, not running, why it's not running, and Plex provides us the capability to do that through their work center status system. It's relatively easy. The operators control it. They control the record for how long they're down. And it allows us to categorize that information into production time, planned downtime, or unplanned downtime. And that is the basis for computing a key variable in the OEE calculation, which is availability. Without it, you cannot calculate OEE, and it's a KPI that we drive our company by.
One thing about Plex is it gives visibility to all levels of employment and all disciplines. So the one thing that it's done a good job of is if you're working downstream from another department, you have good visibility of what's coming down the pipe, whether they've manufactured that product for you and you've got to decorate it, or the ERP side of it where the schedules are built in. And Plex does a nice job of taking the customer demand and cascading it through the different disciplines of manufacturing. Having the visibility of your sales, having the visibility of your manufacturing processes, your production efficiencies, and what you have on hand is crucial to any business that's going to operate in today's environment. We couldn't have done it without it. We couldn't do without it today. The data itself and Plex's ability to report that out really changed how we run our business from a strategic standpoint.